where we just try to find out what it is that, what caught your eye today. And the story that you had to warn me about it, of course, because it's a bit of a harrowing tale, but it also brings to context some of the things that you deal with in families, and particularly where there's there's favoritism, there's the different dynamics in how one child is treated by the parents versus the other. I was just looking at a comedian who was saying just the different ways in which the son and their mother relate, and the mother and their daughter relate. The son is given all the patience in the world, like, oh, my son, you're doing well, don't worry about that, I'm gonna do it for you. And the daughter is like, you look fat in that. Those are some of the conversations that they are having. So I guess it segues into exactly what it is that you said kind of caught your mind about this story. Tell us about it.
So we're going to start base by looking at the tweets that were posted. This is a thread on Twitter by _Katleho__. And she's telling us about an incident between her and her brother. Now, just to summarize this conversation, I'm going to paint a picture. Brother walks in, asks Katleho, also known as Katz, can I please have your car keys? She says no, for whatever reasons.
Of course.
He grabs her, chucks on the ground, literally strangles her until her body is lifeless. It's as bad as the doctor saying that had you been strangled a second longer, you would have been gone. She goes to report a case at the police because not only does she have scars on her neck, but there's also some scarring on her behind as well. And so when she goes to the police station, they're like, well, listen, your brother came to report an assault case against you. No, not a counter, an assault case.
Whoa.
Against you. So he's not countering anything. And so when she gets to the station, because she called them, she's also going to be arrested. I was like, what is going on? Then they begin to give her advice. Listen, just spend the night in prison with this brother of yours, and then we'll deal with the case tomorrow. That's the best kind of advice I can give you. And I'm thinking to myself, what is going on over here? Car keys, a set of car keys will allow you to take the life of someone. And then what was really interesting is that our social media specialist, Sfiso, comes in and tells us about a series he's watching and how people are deemed with or rather have medical conditions that they're not aware of. And so this gentleman could be suffering from a medical condition.
It's a psychopath versus a sociopath.
And I think what's bothering me is his mother shielding him. It's not the first time, it's not the second time from the read we see on Twitter. And she keeps on saying, my brother keeps on doing these things. He keeps on offending me. He keeps on coming into my personal space and attacking me. And my mom will say, please don't arrest him. What is going on over there?
This is actually more common than you think in most families. There is a thing where there are certain children, whether through a creation by the parents, who are just not thought to be accountable for their actions. And therefore, they are not held accountable. They are shielded, they are protected, and all of these things. And you, the person on the flip side, just toughen up and understand your brother.
So here's my thing, at the cost of her life.
Absolutely.
That is the only question I have. Because it's one thing to say you're not accountable for doing something reckless and now your sister has to back you up or cover you up or pay for whatever damage you caused. It's another to almost take your sister's life in front of your mother who's defending your brother.
Now think of a situation where you've seen somebody who's accused of some heinous crime. So let's say a murder, double murder, serial killer even. You'll find their family in court fighting with everyone who cares to be there to defend their own person. And what does that tell you? It's the whole blood is thicker than water thing, but just taken to another level. But so even in families, there are those people who can get away with pretty much anything without any form of accountability being taken by them or anyone around. In fact, people will muster resources to be able to make sure that those people are not held accountable for their actions.
This is what I'm going to leave us on for a moment, because we're about to get into the sports news. Her question on social media is, how do I deal with this? This is not a friend. this is not a relative. This is my blood brother that does not hold account for anything he has done to me. And now he's almost taken my life. This is the last stretch. What is she meant to do? I think we'll leave it at that. Find us on social media. Share your thoughts and views.
Let me respond to that quickly.
Okay.
Take those keys that you are fighting about.
Yeah.
Get in the car.
Yeah.
Drive. And get away as far away as you can from those people.
Those including the entirety of the family.
Everyone. Get away from those people. They will kill you.
Find us on social media. On Twitter, it is at Channel Africa 1. It's time for us to get into that sports news update. It's over to you, Musibudi Makura.